fleeing the ruins of a buffet gone bad. Lost in the nearby reasonably priced tourist attractions with a lovely gift shop, the members of a secret society try to continue their work condemning the perverse and heretical. To scrutinize those films which are rumored to drive viewers to madness and disillusion. Draw closer, dear listener. Let your trembling ears sup upon the eldritch knowledge of the Cinemania Society.
We the fellows of the Lens of Palm do convene to judge if this cinema worthy of our esteem, or whether it should be cast down as worthless hokum. Let us don our feathers in judgment.
We the fellows... Oh. The story so far. Distracted by a model city tourist attraction, the society takes a moment to form a band badly while considering rock and roll apocalyptic fable from 1998, Six String Samurai, directed by Lance Mungia. In an alternate history, in the ruins of what was once America, rock and roll icons battle it out to take control since the king is dead. Samurai Buddy Holly slices and dices his way through the wasteland accompanied by an orphan boy. It's like Mad Max meets Peggy Sue for a little kung fu fighting. We join the society as they make a remarkable discovery.
This is really a crazy detailed model. I mean, the tiny houses all have tiny people. Did you see the tiny dog pissing on the tiny lamppost?
Who would even build all this crap? And why?
I mean, that's the rule with tourist attractions. It's either got to be the world's biggest something or the world's smallest something. No in between. And even better, if it's a big version of something that's usually small or a small version of something that's usually big.
Where's the little gift shop? That's the other rule about tourist attractions.
There's no time for little gift shops.
You always let us go to the gift shop.
Hey, well, we're out in the model suburbs now, so there should be plenty of time and room for... Ow! What the fuck? Hey, you guys, look at this!
Now, this is interesting. It looks like a miniature strip mall of the damned. Wow, look, it's perfect.
What's that? They're in the parking concourse.
Looks like the tiny people are having a tiny party. Odd. But so what?
Look closer. See that?
Oh, there's a banner with writing, but it's tiny. I almost can't quite make it out.
Here, Professor, try my glasses. Maybe if you hold them over yours, that'll kind of work like a magnifying glass.
Or burn out your eyes, but we'll see.
Okay, let's take a look. Grand reopening. Oh my god, this is a whole new strip mall of the damned. According to this sign, it just got rebuilt like a month ago.
Wait, hang on, that makes no sense. Why would someone put this here?
Crazy attention to detail?
Does this mean that our strip mall has reopened? We can go home?
We have a home?
We might go home?
We will go home.
We must go home!
Alrighty, let's turn this party bus around and head out.
Alright, I think I have secured us a paying gig in Pasadena. If we hurry, we can just about...
Shut up, we're done with that. We're on to a new thing.
Actually, I think I know of a little old lady from there. Anyway, just as soon as we're finished conclaving.
I once knew a man from Nantucket.
Reunited after the recent unpleasantness, Buddy and the kid come to a desert. Aren't they already in a desert? I mean, maybe it's just a new part of the desert.
Aren't we all in a desert?
Yeah, it's a wasteland.
Okay, extra deserty part of the wasteland. Buddy looks on the bright side. Kinda like a beach, right? Everyone loves a beach. Life is a beach. No. Unfortunately, Death and his gang are getting closer and closer.
I actually love this part because they're talking about reminiscences from his past, and the kid's like, what's a beach? No concept at all.
I really wanted to scream at the kid, you are. But
you little beach.
And remember that young would-be guitar desperado from the bar that challenged Buddy? Well, he's back, and it's time for a throwdown showdown in the dunes. The young man throws caution, guitar, and even shoes to the wind and runs barefoot and screaming at Buddy, waving a rather nifty Chinese-looking sword.
You know, I'd well actually you that it's a Zhu Hando, a 9-ring broadsword, but I'd just butcher the pronunciation, so I'm not going to do that.
Good.
Much appreciated, sir.
Yuan Dao?
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Well, Buddy and I are equally unfazed, and he doesn't even draw his katana. Instead, he effortlessly grabs the youngster's sword and slices him with his own weapon, which is kind of rude if you think about it. Regrets? Maybe a couple. But that's the life of a rock and rollin' wasteland rollicker. Buddy remarks that he needs a new gig. Being the king is turning out to be a bum deal. He goes so far as to drop his samurai sword, obliging the kid to pick it up, drag it along, and hand it back to Buddy. He could still be a good king after all. Moment of doubt passed. Onwards with the quest.
Dun, dun, dun.
One of my favorite lines from this scene is, "I don't have a kid, only this guitar."
Priority.
He just has not accepted it. He should accept it.
We know where his priorities lie. Late night in the desert, and holy shit, did you know the kid could talk just fine all along? What the fuck, man? Maybe he's been silent till now because all he really has to share are classic car factoids. You know, or maybe he's severely traumatized. So I guess we were better off with the grunting and whining.
We were not.
Crossing the desert the next day sure takes a toll on our heroes, and they collapse in the sand. Death and his band of archers arrive, and an arrow clonks into Buddy's guitar. Death can tell it's Buddy's guitar just from the sound it makes being arrowed. 1957 hollow body 6-string. Recognize it anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that guitar takes a surprising amount of beating. Like, I don't think it's wood. I'm pretty sure it's titanium.
Kevlar, maybe?
Kevlar Guitar. There's the band name.
Yeah, there you go.
Kevlar Guitar and the Junkyard Astronauts.
No, the Junkyard Astronauts, that's their first album is Kevlar Guitar.
With the bonus track, That's Not My Kid. Or maybe that's their hit single.
The kid is not my son.
No singing.
Too late.
They surround the kid, and Death makes an offer. Hand over the guitar, and the kid gets to walk. This is what it comes down to. Will Buddy let his compassion for the kid derail his quest? He walks up to the gang as if to offer them the guitar and his surrender, then starts wailing on them with it instead. No need for character-defining choices when clever fistcuffery will do.
Damn straight.
This is a good time for a strategic withdrawal, and Buddy legs it across the dunes with the kid on his shoulders. As soon as the kid is safely dispatched down a large dune using the guitar as a sled, Buddy mixes things up, effortlessly dodging arrows from Death's gang. Maybe he can't take them all, but he buys enough time to cover the kid's escape. The kid slides into yet another field of windmills, which is actually the same one from before, just shot from a different angle. He's not so safe after all, when someone, or something, drags him into a maintenance tube. Buddy manages to evade Death yet again and goes spelunking to find the kid.
You know there's a cream for that.
What, he drops big rocks into the water?
Spelunking is exploring caves.
That's caving.
No,
I thought spelunking is when you drop large rocks off a bridge into a river.
Well, you are incorrect.
No, that's just splunking.
No, that's just being an asshole on a bridge.
Spelunking is diving down into caves.
Okay, well, that's what I got from Calvin and Hobbes.
Ah, yes, the source of truth for all things.
And can we just admire that shot of the kid going down this massive sand dune on a guitar? Beautiful.
That was pretty.
yeah.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Shooting in a desert is not easy either.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not at all.
According to the Oxford Dictionary, spelunking is the exploration of caves, especially as a hobby.
Thank you, Professor.
Sorry, Professor, didn't mean to step on your toes.
I can't believe she actually will actually me.
Oh, I can dish it as well as I can take it.
Oh.
Well, actually, it's really only men who can well actually women. That's just kind of how it goes.
Well, I think she will actually me.
Well, actually, I just actually his ass, and I think I've just proven you wrong.
It's a well actually inception.
I'll allow it.
All right, come on. On butts.
As above, so below. And the tunnels are just chock full of, yes, apocalyptic mutant types. Specifically, The types that like to pit their victims against each other in brutal death matches.
Yay!
In this, remember that other vile brat from the gas station? The one that started the mutant fight and then got bow and arrowed down by them? Well, here he is, declaring, "Welcome to hell!" When, to be honest, it doesn't look that much worse than the topside. At least it's in the shade.
That's true.
It's a very specific 1990s underground deathmatch arena as well. I mean, we've seen this in a lot of films.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you don't have one-on-one death matches, like Gladiator style, what the hell's... Your movie's not going anywhere.
I mean, that's day one in the nuclear wasteland. First set up your death arena.
Right?
If I've learned anything from Bloodsport, it's called a kumite.
You're a kumite.
Your mom's a kumite.
That's what she said.
Ooh. You gonna take that?
No, but your mom is.
Oh!
Taking inspiration from the butt? What?
Oh, I know this is only an audio format, but I just face-palmed really hard, and you all need to know that. Taking inspiration from Buddy's example, the kid handily lays his opponent out with a well-meaning right hook. The prize turns out to be pretty lame, though. Even the victor gets sacrificed because it's just that kind of death arena. And this time, sacrificed to some yet deeper species of mutant that we only meet through a tube with a glowing eye on the end that we will never learn more about.
Must be the spinach monster.
That's all you need to know about that. Don't ask any more questions.
But we don't have to. We've already gotten all of the tools we need. I mean, let's just take a moment to examine the way this scene so eloquently frames Blavatsky's 19th century secret doctrine.
Okay, Daniel.
Daniel.
No one signed up for a lecture. We are not auditing your course.
Yeah.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Your mom's a spinach monster.
Your mom's Blavatsky.
Overruled?
This reminds me of Futurama, where they had the sewer. The mutants lived in the sewer, but then there was the sub-sewer, but they never talked about it. They just flushed stuff down a bigger toilet. Buddy finds his way down there looking for his young friend and starts laying waste to these mutant fools. Looks like, once again, mindless violence and rock and roll martial arts save the day.
Woo!
The guys make their way out of the underground and realize that they've left the desert. Las Vegas and the end of the quest aren't far now. It's all gonna work out. Finding a rusty old bicycle, the journey resumes.
I love how their form of transportation gets downgraded every time.
I know.
Starts in a car, motorcycle.
But I love that they use a bike. I love that they use a bike because in so many post-apocalyptic or wasteland or disaster things, people are like scrounging for gas and trying to get vehicles working. And if that doesn't work, then they resort to walking. Like, there's an in-between motorized vehicles and walking. Use a fucking bike.
Oh,
like, I can walk 4 miles an hour if I'm, like, really hoofing it. But I can bike 12 miles an hour easily.
You just inspired my next film. Have you ever seen Turbo Kid?
Yes. I love that movie.
I apologize, everyone, for inspiring Zach. I really sincerely apologize. Wish I had done that.
That's a good one.
Something's bothering me. Why would anyone rebuild our shitty strip mall anyway? And even if they did, why would they go to the trouble of dating a model city all the way out here to reflect that fact?
Because of reasons?
Because it's a grim omen of something or other?
Because someone's sending us a message?
Because who cares? I'm sick of running around the country anyway. We've defeated every cinema assassin that's come our way. I'm pretty sure we got them all, so let's go home.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, every single one of them. All defeated at our hands.
I have news of quite important nature.
Each and every one, which means there's nothing else standing in our way.
It really is rather urgent.
There's no one left to stop us now.
There's nothing else for it.
You realize this means war.
Apologies, but look! There on the horizon.
That weird-looking bush?
That big rock that looks like a couple of dogs doing the nasty?
A bunch of burning tires?
Not quite there yet, keep going.
and a sinister-looking guy with a backing band of creeps staring at us like there's going to be a dramatic shit.
Beano!
Okay, one last bunch of cinema assassins. Are we really gonna have to do this? Why don't we just run away? That's always worked before.
Fear not, dear friends. I may have been secretly working as an undercover spy all along, helping the High Council track you down.
Wait, what the fucking what?
But I will not let you down anymore. Have at you, demon! Hey!
Back up a second. He's been doing what?
Well, that explains how they've been following us all this time.
I thought it was because we insisted on podcasting everything we're doing constantly.
And I told you not to worry about it. See? It was just a spy in our ranks all along.
I won't let you harm my friends. Not when I have this.
What is that, a stolen map of time holes connecting each and every point in history throughout the universe?
Correct! I knew this would come in handy one day. Now let's see. Carry the 3, 9 degrees that way, and... Ooh! I'll be back in a moment. Wait here.
Well, no. Onward, boys. Let us get paid.
We'll be safe in here. This is a really pretty good door.
Is it me, or did the old bastard just fall through a time portal? I thought we were done with time portals ages ago.
That's so last season.
And Time Bandits was ages ago. Where the hell did he get that map from?
I think you mean, when the hell did he get the map from?
Shut up! Someone make a note. We need to lock our artifacts away more securely.
No, you do it.
Fair enough. On with the Conclave.
Buddy and the kid, now on a bicycle, pass by the wreckage of their former car. Looks like the family of completely normal folk who took it managed to make it this far, but luck always runs out eventually, even for Wasteland cannibals. A convenient sign left on the car says, "Condemned by the Red Army." Can't imagine that's a bad omen of things to come. Someone shouts out in Russian, and a soldier appears from behind a makeshift barricade of sandbags and barbed wire. Looks like it's the Red Army, and that's a bad omen of things to come. A short way down the road, they come to a roadblock manned by angry Russian soldiers.
Is there any other type?
Looks like it's a really bad omen of things to come. The war may be long over, but a few hundred angry Russians just aren't going to let it lie, so they decide to make a bad day worse for Buddy. He announces he's going to be the new rock and roll king of Vegas, and they better just back down. The kid is definitely taking notes on his style at this point. Buddy is just so cool, and the kid knows it. The Russians are ready to fight, which suits Buddy just fine. These Russians hate rock and roll. They like a nice poker, and that doesn't suit Buddy at all. Buddy tells the kid to get out of here while he takes care of this, and a gigantic rumble ensues.
A rumble indeed.
There are explosions, smoke, lots of yelling and running around. The whole sort of general thing you get when the Red Army gets a workers' paradise bee in its collectivist shared people's bonnet.
You remember when we fought Russians? I mean, mainly we just ran away, but there were Russians, right? Cosmonauts?
Yeah, cosmonauts in spacesuits. It was weirdly like those.
And you did very well.
Did we actually fight them, or did we just pay the Afghanis to fight them for us?
No. We had to fight them. Don't you remember? Brother Methuselah showed up in a whole mole machine.
Oh, I'm
and
talking
everything.
about history. Sorry, I'm thinking of actual history.
That is actual history.
My bad.
That was Total Recall.
Sorry. Larger world history, not personal conclave, cinema, whatever history.
The official term is shenanigans. Thank you.
And speaking of which, no one yet has told me exactly what cinemania is.
Moving on.
An actual written definition.
Moving on.
I will hold you to that. I will find
Moving
it.
on.
No.
Fortunately for Buddy, these guys ran out of ammunition long ago and mostly rely on sticks and the occasional cavalry saber, so Buddy is highly effective against them. Still, it's not exactly easy taking on a platoon single-handed, and by the time it's all over, he's looking distinctly worse for wear. He took a few hits in that fight, and his iconic black suit is all torn up to crap.
Yeah, and it was kind of holy to begin with. Like, it was not in great shape.
Isn't a platoon only 12 guys? This was more like a regiment.
Platoon is up to 20. I think it's 20 to 40 now that I think of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think you might say half battalion.
Yeah.
Let's leave the pedantry to the professor, please.
After the fight is done, he just collapses by the side of the road, and the kid arrives to help out. He might not be much good in a fight, but this kid sure has gumption, because he starts dragging the unconscious Buddy towards Las Vegas, guitar and everything. Buddy needs a brief rest is all. He's on his feet before long.
And that kid is tenacious with a capital T.
He has to pull Buddy and the guitar separately because he can't pull them both together. He does try, but it's too heavy.
Yeah, he's running this little circles of just like dragging Buddy, and then he runs back for the guitar, brings the guitar out to Buddy, and then drags Buddy some more and runs back to the guitar.
Yeah, the whole rigmarole takes so long, Buddy gets better and wakes up.
Thank God.
Can you imagine if that was just the rest of the movie? He just does that all the way till they get to Vegas, and it's just like, all right, we're here.
Just the kids stalling for a long rest. Yeah, right?
I gotta recover my spell slot somehow.
Does that count as a short rest?
Death and his gang show up to survey the scene and try to figure out what the hell happened here. Death points out that only one man could kill so many Russians. This time, Death wants no mistakes. His gang better get Buddy, or else.
It was Rambo.
But Death was wrong. It was two men. Buddy and the kid are so close now they can actually see Las Vegas in the distance when suddenly the gang appears and demands Buddy give up his guitar, or else. Buddy tells the kid to keep going, no matter what, because it's time to face death.
Face death and face the music.
Buddy tries to hand over his guitar pick, but Death is no longer interested. That's not what Buddy values most anymore. The kid is. Realizing that he's fighting for more than just himself now, Buddy takes on Death the only way these things are done in the rock and roll apocalypse, via a kick-ass guitar battle.
Fuck yeah!
Buddy and Death are frantically playing dueling guitar solos, arrows are flying everywhere, and the kid is racing up to hand Buddy his sword, having decided not to abandon his best friend. Oh, sweet. The rock and roll riffs slow down mournfully as Buddy realizes this is it. He turns to the kid, and arrows hit him. He's protecting the kid to the last, but the music has stopped.
It's sort of like the day the music died, right?
I think that's the reference.
Yep.
Yeah. It's so sad.
The kid swings Buddy's sword ineffectually as Death's gang approach. Victory is close. But wait. Buddy pulls himself to his feet one last time, bristly with arrow wounds, but not quite out of it yet. Buddy seizes his sword and strides right up to Death for a final duel. But Death insists that Buddy is weak and defeated.
Well, I'm not dead yet. I might go for a walk.
Rock and roll must give way to the ways of heavy metal.
It's such a sad seeing the little boy wielding the huge sword, and it's so ineffectual, but he's trying so hard. Just just tugs at your heartstrings.
I gotta say, guys, this is just really, really, really heart-wrenching for me. There's no way I could pick between rock and roll and heavy metal. I'm just torn at this point.
I know, man. I know. Buddy looks like he's done for, and the kid yells at Death to leave him alone. Death is not inclined to do so, and the kid spits at him, causing a hiss of steam to erupt where the spit lands on Death's hand. The kid realizes that we're playing by Wizard of Oz rules, and hucks a whole canteen of water at Death, who dissolves in a gout of steam. Oh, what a world.
What a world. I mean, what the fuck? Where the hell did that come from? That makes zero sense. But I mean, does anything else in this movie make any sense? Because that's how we roll.
I'm just saying, Waterworld is an entirely different apocalyptic movie.
I mean, I guess that's why he's in the desert.
Sadly, it's all too late for poor Buddy, though. The kid is all that's left. Death's gang decide that the kid has gumption on account of the way he killed Death, and tell him that if he ever needs a band, to call them.
What do you know?
I was so disappointed. Buddy dies? No.
Well, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was inevitable.
There's nothing else to do here, and Lost Vegas awaits. The king is dead, but the kid has learned the ways of rocking and rolling from Buddy, so he picks up his fallen hero's iconic glasses and guitar. He marches off towards an unknown future, carrying with him the spirit of rock and roll. The end. For now.
No sequel than this movie has ever better earned the subtitle Electric Boogaloo.
Hey, no, actually, a lot of this was acoustic boogaloo.
But that's the thing. The sequel adds electronica.
Oh, no.
Let's not make it like any of the Tron sequels, please. Don't bring that into this.
What a movie. What an ending. Well, I guess that wraps things up. We'll just wait here snug behind this nice solid door. I'm telling you, doors never fail.
Oh, you always gotta know your door situation.
Shit! How did you do that?
Ain't you heard? I'm Mr. Death, and you ain't keep me out with no door, boy.
Do something!
I'm running out of ideas here.
We're doomed. This is the end.
Yep, that's kind of my whole deal.
Andrea, you got any ideas? You always have ideas.
Who the hell threw a TV in the swimming pool? This is coming out of your tour budget.
That would be Bonham again. He's quite upset.
We're supposed to be packing right now. We're never gonna make it to Kashmir at this rate. Seeing you all mess around like fools in the rain is a real heartbreaker.
Sorry, Andrea.
No, I'm sorry. Maybe I wasn't clear. It's a real communication breakdown. And who let that black dog in here?
Gives you an idea, actually.
I got nothing.
Wait. Zach, grab that shitty guitar of yours. Play it like you've never played it before.
Competently.
Exactly.
This had better not mean that only rock and roll can save us now.
Okay, I can do this. No, we can do this. It's a simple 2/9 rhythm. Follow me on the backslide and watch out for the updrafts.
What does that even mean?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you want to make this a thing? Because we can make this a thing. Boys, we got us a battle of the bands. Hand me my electric death machine.
It worked! Nothing stops the soul of that metal. Come on, it's back to plan A.
Running away?
It's pretty much our only plan ever.
Works so well, though.
Let's go!
This episode of the Cinemania Society was written, produced, and performed by Daniel Scribner, Hope Bravo, Ethan Ireland, Andy Slack, and Zachariah Burks, with special guest star Keith Lowell Jensen. Music by Carl Casey at White Bat Audio, with sound effects and incidental music courtesy of Epidemic Sound. Visit us on Facebook at the Cinemania Society, or email us at thecinemaniasociety@gmail.com. The Cinemania Society is a production of the Cinemania Society, LLC.
All right, I think that's enough of that shit.